Hi, my name is Natalie, and I will be teaching you about a 1960s social revolution called the Miss America protest. On September 7th, 1968, a group of women led by the New York Radical Women gathered outside the Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, to protest the Miss America pageant. About 200 feminists and civil rights advocates from all around the country attended. The New York Radical Women originated as a small group of women who were brought together during the civil rights and anti-war protests. While engaging in these protests, the women were demeaned and pushed aside by the dominated male leaders. So a small group of these women started their own organization. The women that attended these meetings started to recognize a set of shared experiences of being degraded by men.
For years, we had organized demonstrations and protests on behalf of causes that men told us were important. So it was very heady because this time we were doing these things for ourselves. And for the first major action of this wave of feminism, the Miss America pageant seemed a perfect target.
Robin Morgan organized several busloads of women to go down to Atlantic City and demonstrate.
At the Miss America protest, I carried a sign that said, "Can makeup cover the wounds of our oppression?" The media went bananas. They called us bra burners.
We never burned anything. We had a freedom trash can where we could throw away symbols of women's oppression.
We were seeing women at an event that was about being docile and beautiful and compliant, being anything but.
The Miss America pageants started in the 1920s as a marketing tool. The pageants sexualized women and gave an unrealistic view on how people should view the perfect woman, and emphasized physical qualities over intellect or talent. The Miss America pageant was also racist because African American women were not allowed to participate in the early years. To the members of the New York Radical Women, the Miss America pageant represented a part of their shared negative experiences of sexism in America. The pageant left many women around the world feeling belittled and excluded, so the women of the New York Radical Women agreed to make the Miss America pageant a target of their protests. On August 22nd, in 1968, the New York Radical Women issued a press release inviting women to the Atlantic City Boardwalk to protest the pageant held on September 7th. They opposed the oppression represented by the contest and featured a freedom trash can where women would throw away restrictive clothing such as bras and wigs. The women threw away any implements of oppression as well, such as makeup, hair curlers, and magazines. The women were actually not allowed to burn the items in the trash can because the boardwalk was flammable, but the myth of the bra burning took off in the media. On September 7th, 1968, hundreds of women from all over the country gathered on the boardwalk. The women held up many oppression signs as well as engaged in street theater. Some women made a huge cardboard cutout of a pageant contestant with exaggerated features.
Just a few short minutes from now, ladies and gentlemen, we will know the name of our new Miss America.
Yes, sirree, boys, step right up. How much am I offered for this number one piece of prime American property? She sings in the kitchen, hums at the typewriter, purrs in bed. She walks, she talks, she even whips. And thanks to the research of Tony and Revlon, you can get this standard quality model wherever you go. The perfect model. She doesn't talk back. In fact, she doesn't talk at all unless you want her to. And then she only says what you're programmed her to say. Yes, sir, you can use her to push your product, push your politics, or push your war. She's the girl back home every man is fighting for.
The women managed to hang up a banner that said Women's Liberation, which has become an iconic remembrance of 1968 and the launching of the feminist movement.